Hi everyone, welcome to another live. Those weekly lives that are connected to our support group. So we come every Friday. Well, in Taiwan, Friday can be Thursday in America. We come to answer like the questions that are coming often. So we just wrap it up into a live. So this week, it's the question is, how do we get the most out of the clans? Let's approach this question holistically, okay? Because there's various things at different levels that we can do or be aware that will help very much your cleansing efficiency and also your cleansing experience. So let's start physically. So physically, how can you what can you do physically to help your detox, help your cleansing? So a few things that do not require any equipment. First is the breathing. For example, the breathing is a key. It will really help if you're not aware of the mechanic of breathing. It's connected to a muscle, the diaphragm, that is located just at the lower rib cage. It's connected, and it's an horizontal muscle. And this muscle, when you inhale, goes down, and when you exhale, goes up. Okay, this is the baby breath. If you look at babies, how they breathe, it's their natural way of breathing. And they inhale, and you see the belly inflating and going down, up and down like this. All the babies have bellies. They don't have chest. If you would see a kid with breathing in this part of the body, you would wonder what's wrong with that kid, right? Well, because they're naturally breathing all the way down their abdomen. They don't have any blocks. They don't. Actually, the babies use this, or anybody who will use this breath will feel more. Because you get into your gut, you get present into your gut as you breathe like that. You're moving things. As we grow older, we start to hold some feelings. We start to hide and censor and suppress, and we start try to avoid in that loaded area, and we start the energy shift, and we in the breath, and it becomes more shallow. Because when you use the abdominal breathing, just without even using your chest, just through an inhale, you fill up 75% of your lung. So when you use chest breathing, you have only 25% of your lung capacity that are filled. So this is one thing. So oxygen is very important for the cleansing, because it activates, it will energize your cells. And then by energizing your cells, the cells will activate also their detox process. So this is one thing. Okay, and also very practically is when you inhale and it goes down, and you exhale and it goes up like this. It's a massage. It's an internal massage. It's an internal organ massage. It will activate. It will move. It will move your internal organ. It will stimulate them, and that will help the detox. And don't. It's not a minor thing when you know that it does happen about 20,000 times a day. Okay, so breathing is very important. This you will work with the detox in this. After that, walking, like we try to avoid like strenuous exercises when we are detoxing. Okay, we don't want to create contraction. We want to create openness. We want to create openings, relaxations. So because the relaxed tissues, it will be easier for the toxins to move through your system in a relaxed body. So you do your best to relax as much as possible. But yet, although I'd say, as much as you can, you sleep. When you're, it's the art of being lazy. Cleansing, if you want to really help, is really about relaxing. No judgments about relaxing, about sleeping. Oh, I've slept too much today. There's no such thing. Okay, there's no such thing as also sliding your slippers on the floor, being lazy, just carrying, or just walking with your head down. You really, it's an art, the art of laziness that we need to develop as we learn to cleanse. Okay, but yet, movement is also important for basically a couple of reasons. First, by moving, by walking, just a simple walk, or unless you have like a rebounder, a trampoline, then you can also use that if you don't want to go out. That's okay, but otherwise just simply walking is okay. It will create this bouncing movement and it will move your lymph. Because as you cleanse, as you take the products, it will, of course, some will be directed to the digestive system and will be eliminated through bowel movement, but some also are eliminated through the skin, like whatever is caught by the lymph. Through your sweat, through your pores, it will toxins will come out in this way. So walking will help to move the lymph. Gentle walk. Also, always keep in mind, try to stay in your body as you walk. Be present. Feel. The more you feel, the more you will work with the cleanse, because there's a lot that will come up. We'll get back to that when we get to the emotional, what you can do at the emotional level to help. But walking is a good element to add. Or if people like to do some other type of movement, whether it's yoga, qigong, stretching, all these kind of things will help to create more space in the body and also to move the joints, because when we cleanse, toxins tend to get stuck in the joints. Okay, so that's why you may feel as you cleanse that you're getting stiff, uncomfortable in your joints and all this. This is because there's toxins accumulating there, and it's fine, it's a good sign, but you just want to move them away from that so they can continue their journey all the way to the exit, right? So important to keep some movement. Okay, nothing strenuous. Don't go hike, don't go boxing, don't go weightlifting. These are it doesn't match the cleansing period. Okay, the cleansing period, if we talk in terms of yin and yang, this is the yin phase, the quiet phase, the low profile phase. Yeah, you step out of the scene and you reset your system. So it's not so keep this in mind. Okay, everything that requires you too much energy spending, it's not going into the right direction. Although you may feel sometimes that you have energy for that, but use it to replenish your system that may have been, depleted before. So what else? Other things, can be with some tools. For example, skin brushing. Skin brushing, as I mentioned before, the skin is an excretory organ. This is a pathway that the body will use to clear out some toxins. So that means like it's a little bit working with fasting, with enzyme. It's kind of an overload of toxins that your lymphatic system may experience. So you need to help it a little bit. You need to, because the skin may clog. All the pores may clog. And you will notice that if you have a skin rash, for example. This is very common. It's positive when you see that. There's nothing wrong. But suddenly you start cleansing and you start having itchy skin, skin rashes, pimples coming out. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is a good sign. It's because the cleansing is full on working. So just support that. So skin brushing, dry skin brushing. So you remove all the dead skin, you open the pores. And if you can access a sauna, then that's great. Otherwise, you can also go into a very hot shower. A very hot shower, and you can conclude with a cold one, okay, to close the pores afterwards. Okay. So and this you will repeat that if daily, okay, in a cleansing if you can. This is great. If you access a whirlpool, for example, a hot tub, this is also great. This is also great because there's the piezoelectric energy that will also activate the detox of your cells. So this is all good. So these are the things that I could go on. There's quite a lot of things you can, like beating, like beating your body, getting massages. All these things will help. But the two most important things, if you just want to keep it simple: breathing, walking, or soft, smooth, gentle exercise that will move your joints and move your lymph, and taking care of your skin mainly. Okay, so that would be important. Oh, and drink more water than usual. Okay, water. Okay, I always say toxins are surfing their way out. Okay, so they're surfing their way out. So they will carry the drinking a little bit more water than usual will carry the toxins out. So this is and try to keep your water warm, so you're not asking energy to your body, okay, to warm it up. Remember, if you drink a cold water or cold drink, remember that you pee it hot, you pee it warm, and it's your energy, your own energy, that heat it up. Okay, so make sure that you try to avoid unnecessary energy spending when you are cleansing. Okay, this is important. So breathing, moving, walking, and drinking a little bit more water. So second part, let's go to the emotional level. As you cleanse physically, taking enzymes or whatever system you're doing, it will move also emotional loads. It's just two flips of the same coin. Okay, actually this coin has three flips. We'll get to that later. But so as you're moving toxins, you will also start feeling a variety of emotion, energy in motion. There's some trapped energy because you will soften, so you will kind of drop your guards somehow, and some tensions that were there stuck inside, but they're still very active inside. Energy, it's energy trap. Energy is movement. So as soon as you give that energy an opportunity, it will free itself. It will want to move and continue its journey until it's fully processed, right? So this will happen a lot during a detox. It will happen more, and it's very important that you become aware of that, because otherwise you will get trapped in that vicious circle. The energy will want to move, and then you will deal with that as if it was like something real happening. I mean, like something you will project that in the people around you, in the situation, or with your thoughts. You know, you will make stories, and what it will create tension, contraction, because this is what negative emotions, when they get chronic like this and we don't allow them to move, we require to tense. We don't realize, but you know, we can the jaw tensing when we have rage, for example, or holding our choking when we hold our tears, for example. You know, all kinds of body tension. This you cannot avoid. It will happen. I'm just saying, don't add on top of it. Welcome that. Acknowledge. Wink at it. Wink at it. Say, I see you. You know that it's there, and you tune into your breath. Tune into your breath. Remember the previous live, I talked about how to manage the emotional loads that are coming using the breath. So the breath of happiness, you just take it, so you allow that energy to keep moving and continue its journey until it's transformed, until it really grounds, it leaves the body and it's been refreshed. So it's very important for you to be aware that when you engage into the detox, that this will happen. Okay? I try to avoid any social contact when I am cleansing. I try to avoid, because sometimes I can snap, you know? I get caught, and then I just, I shouldn't say that, you know? And I realize later, but these are normal things. It's energy that you know, along the road we just gather, and then when we cleanse, it just clears out, and this is okay. This is why we're cleansing. So when you have, and it can be all kinds of things, you know, because you project on all kinds of stories. You know, I read in our support group, people, they worry, they have anxiety. Is it normal? Is it okay? It didn't come yet. You can feel, or you see the frustration. You know, I was hoping that I heard that this cleanse was easy, and you know, and this is not the case. You know, all kinds of. We make stories, but this is all signs that the cleanses are just working, and that you can just support it. Have a little smile. Take it with a grain of salt, that all those emotions that come to the surface, just, you know, don't take anything personal. It's cleansing, and it has nothing to do with the reality of those days. You know, it's things from the past that come to the surface, but your mind grabs this and make a story with whatever surrounds you at that moment, whatever it is. Okay, so be mindful of that. And so how can you get the most of your cleanse is to avoid adding on the tensions that you become aware of. Okay, so whatever emotion, just use the breath again. This is another bell that can bring you back to breathing, abdominal breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, inhaling and exhaling, and surfing that wave, surfing the wave of the emotion, the energy in motion that suddenly is back in motion. This is very positive, okay? Because the chronic emotion, the chronic energy in motions, I call that no motion. It's trapped. Okay, and this is what creates a lot of damage. It blocks the whole system. It clogs the whole system energetically, not only physically, but also energetically. You get into a vicious circle, a dirty, vicious circle at that moment. So this is pretty much the you can use whatever technique you have to process those emotions. You can use affirmation. You can use, I mentioned the breathing techniques or whatever, psychotherapy. You can also verbalize. If you're cleansing with someone, you can use it. You can use this company to share what you are feeling, honing totally what is going on into your body. But by just verbalizing, it will help to set and keep this energy in motion. So this is unavoidable, and it can be the whole spectrum, and you will go up and down. One day you will say, oh my God, it's the best day of your life. And the next day, like 12 hours later, the worst of your life. Okay, this is your detoxing. This is normal. And this is not a sign that there's anything going wrong. What concludes that is the story that you're making around. It's not time to make story unless you're a horror movie or horror book writer. Yeah, you can use cleansing to write your scripts, but otherwise, okay, better not get too deep into that. Third, body, mind, spirit, or mental. Okay, the mental. How do we distinguish between the emotional and the mental? Is I say to make it clearer. Okay, emotion. It's feeling. It's about feelings. Mental, spirit is about words. Okay, it's about words. So it's kind of a reprogramming. The whole process of detoxing is reprogramming your system, is reprogramming your body, mind, spirit, realigning your body, mind, spirit, and you use these periods to step back and to do that job. So the contribution, because the mind, if you've tried to meditate in your life, you will see that you will agree with me that it's madness going on inside. There's so much you cannot stop it. It just keep coming. There's always thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts. So it's a little bit the same approach, but it comes of the emotion, but it comes with words, it comes with stories, it comes with interaction. You see the people. It's not only the feeling you have, but it's the people and the rehearsal of the scenario and the lines, the storylines that you are rehearsing. And this can be pretty vicious also, and create tensions at the other level, at the emotional level, and create tension at the physical level. So very important to always have your intention set when you get into a detox. You can change from detox to detox, and you can change within the same detox also. You can evolve your affirmation. You can precise your affirmations. You can all your intentions. But call the shot. Okay, use the mental, your conscious mental, to call the shots. What do you want through this? What is the direction? What is the story you would like to see happening into your reality, body, mind, spirit reality? What is the experience you want? So write it down. You can journal as well, because this is another way to lay out all the thoughts that are there. It gives an exit, it gives an exit. You can journal during your cleansing. If you're not good at that, I'm not good at journaling, but I still mention, because I recognize that when I talk, it creates this effect, and by writing, it would also have this effect to lay down clearly, and it will clarify, and will give an exit to that mental pattern that is coming to the surface during your cleanse. So affirming. Some people would pray. Some people would, do circles again. You can. It would by, if you share with a partner, it will really be both at the emotional and mental level. It will happen because you actually verbalize the thing. So and grasp. It's a very important time. It's an opportunity to grab what comes up, because you are there, you are aware, you observe more than usual. In our daily life, we're caught by so many things, but when we're cleansing, it's a great opportunity, because you can be there witnessing what is going on in your mind most of the time. Because what is coming up, the type of story you're making, you're not necessarily making it only when you're cleansing. But when you're cleansing, you have an opportunity to notice it more, because it's very destructive also. Like those thoughts, are food. If you every time you nourish that these thoughts, or you repeat those thoughts, it's like eating junk food. It's the same thing. It's the same thing if you indulge into a negative emotion, then you're boosting it, and you're putting a steel shell around it, around you. Justify your emotion. It is eating junk food. It's like eating junk food. So we have three types of food. Where a human being have three types of food. The food that we eat and the one that we breathe as well, the physical food and the emotional food, how we live our daily lives, how we what comes up. And the more conscious we are, the more we can call different shots. Say, whoop, he's like, I don't want to keep going in that direction. I want this. I don't choose this. I don't want to buy this anymore. And then you start transforming it. It's like you reprogram your system. And the same thing with the thoughts that are coming there. Sometimes it's kind of I would say defects almost, there's some sentences that come already made. For example, oh, my digestive system is not good, or every December when it gets cold I catch a cold or I get sick. These are affirmation. You're calling the shots. So these or life is hard. You gotta, life is tough. All these kind of things. Okay, if this is what you want, but is it really what you want? Just make sure. Step back and look at what you're doing. Your realm, emotional and mental realm, as you cleansing. The physical is more obvious. It will come in the form of pain, of discomfort, of nausea, of itches, of cramps, of gases, all these kind of physical effect. But it can easily be grabbed by your emotional reality and your mental reality, and it's a good time to shift that. It's a good time to make the shift happening and transform that. So this is what I had to say today. This is how you could support and make the best out of your clans. There's surely more. If you have ideas and things, you can write it in the comment, and I can share it with the people. Let me see. Why do? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see well here. There's a little bit of reflection of sunlight on my screen. So anyway, if there's any question or anything you want to add that you are doing to support your clans, write it down in the comments. It will be useful because these lives are posted, are recorded, and they are posted into the on our Facebook page. So yeah, the ZENCLEANZ Facebook page. So have a look. You can listen to it one more time. Maybe it nails things down. Sometimes it does for me. And I'll see you next week for another live. Okay, so see you next week. Bye bye.